Engage. Way home.
Let me just get past the intro and then we can get back into this. How about that, yo?
There you go.
It's your boy, JS1, The Supplier, VVCRadio.com, Aries Lounge. We are in the building.
Hold on.
Sir.
You gonna sing this shit like you've been doing the past few weeks?
Yo, I'm gonna do
There you go. There you go.
Doing proper, yo. Make sure we lose 10 more subscribers.
Aries Lounge. Yeah. No.
Yo, the nigga sweating like you really singing this shit.
It's a nice note.
Yeah, right.
Got the rag and everything.
Yeah, I just want to make
Nigga, you still tuned
the
in.
fan
We
is like
appreciate
going
you.
that way.
Flat out.
Turn this back up. Y'all gonna hear a lot of fan noise today because it's hot as a bitch in here. So anyway, I got special guests. I got family in the building. We have the bougie side of the family in the building, the sophisticated.
Yeah, the ones you only see once every 3 years.
Right, but you see them all over television, radio, regular radio. They be on TMZ, all type of crazy shit, and obviously on other people's podcasts and shit. Yo, I got Love the Culture
Yeah.
in the building.
Yo, you forgot it. Yo.
Raven Paris,
Yes.
Jay Hill, and TK.
Sweetest voice.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, you heard that?
Yo.
It was it back.
It's Love the Culture featuring DJ Pill.
The fifth member,
Exactly.
the Monday through Friday member. DJ
Check
Bill.
that out, man. Goodness.
Oh my god. So it started, I can be honest with y'all. It started out because I was like, I hadn't seen TK in forever. And I'm like, yo.
To the club.
Right. Well, that, but I kind of felt bad because I'm like, I invite Nick, everybody else out to shit. And I'm like, TK be nice and she'll like my pictures every once in a while and leave a nice comment. And I'm like, yo, let me fucking at least tell her to come up and chill. And then
Exactly.
you did recommend that they come. And I was like, let me make this a surprise. That'll be a cool ass little surprise move.
See, I didn't plug y'all. Still working with y'all. Look at
working.
you.
Still trying to make that happen.
Working.
And then look, I hit Raven. You gotta hit Raven first. Yeah, Ray. So why don't you come to the show? She's like, if I'm in town and if I don't have a booking. I'm like, all right, my nigga, all right, you know. So then we had to commence to praying every day. Come on, Jesus, keep her broke so she'll come broke. Because if she blows up, we're screwed. Like, you know, this whole reunion will never happen. But you know what I'm saying? At least Jay Hill will lie and be like, yeah, I'll be there. And then like the day of, he'll be like, yo, I got something going on, bro. I was gonna be there, yo. I love you, my nigga. Like he the one that's gonna keep texting you 3 days later. Y'all feel bad about nothing coming through, but I had to get the bag, B. I had to get the bag.
I'll be there next week, yo. Next week we
When
good?
next time? Next week? Can we do it next week? Let's do that. Just tell me any other time, and when if I'm not getting money, I'll be there. Like you know what I'm saying? Yo, and I appreciate that. Like you know what I'm saying? But no, I'm just
I
playing.
appreciate you for putting it together because I miss them.
I miss y'all too, man. Like, yo, that was a special time period.
I know.
And it went by, like 3 years went by quick as shit, bro. Like that whole 2.5, 3 years. I was like, wow. And people still to this day talk about this shit like it was yesterday.
I know.
And then you got niggas that don't have smartphones that'll be like, yeah, yo, what time y'all coming on tonight? Like, nigga, this shit been dead, my nigga. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
At least they should try.
Yo, niggas try to be cool about it and be like, nigga, you know you ain't never downloaded the app ever a day in your life.
Clearly, you ain't.
Yeah, right. Yo, I got niggas, I've seen niggas in the street, they be like, yo, I'm about to come up the station. Like, what station you about to come up to?
Let me know. I'm coming too, my nigga.
I'll see you at 7.
Yo, somebody did that before. They hit my phone and was like, yo, I'm hitting the buzzer, yo, let me in. And I'm like, let you in where? Like,
You should have been like, all right, I got you.
I got
Stay
you.
right there, yo.
I stay there.
I was like, yo, I'm in the upper room. I'll be there in a second.
Yo, I be like, yo, we not dead no more. They was like, for real? I got a bottle of Hennessy and everything. I was mad as shit. Like, fuck, man. Damn, I could have had some of that Hennessy.
I'd be like, yeah, give me like 15 minutes. Let me. I'm in the bathroom. Give me 15 minutes.
I had vagina on the way, so I couldn't leave. But I definitely would have if I didn't. That shit would have been crazy. So, all right. I didn't want this to be a corny kind of like, all sit around talk about good old days type of shit like we just did. I wanted to have a subject matter, and I wanted y'all to have some fun in this whole situation. So, we got into an argument Saturday during our meeting because I said, I don't feel like we have current megastars, or the current megastars is a very small group of people. So like then we started throwing like Will Smith's name out and this person's name out, and then I was like, well, some of these niggas we don't define as megastars because they might not be still connected to certain things or whatever. So I was like, yo, this is a good ass conversation to have, considering all of you guys are very much into pop culture. You guys are very much into entertainment. So what I wanted to get into is, do we have urban megastars? And if we do, who are they? And who would be on the Mount Rushmore? Like, who would be the top black? When I say urban, I mean black. And I didn't want to seem ghetto as fuck. So I just want to seem like I was being intelligent. So, black megastars. Who the fuck?
We definitely got urban megastars.
Yeah.
Urban. We do?
Will Smith is an urban megastar.
The Rock.
No.
Is he black?
He is black.
Yeah.
What you mean?
He's not a megastar.
He's not.
The Rock isn't a megastar, nigga?
I don't look at him as a
I don't
megastar.
even.
He was a
just
fucking.
dropped-
He was a wrestler.
He just did
He was
4
the-
starring films.
Well, he might
It's
he
cool.
might be a megastar, but I don't think so.
He's a
Will Smith is
megastar.
a megastar.
So I guess
Will
we
Smith
gotta
is definitely-
define megastar.
Let's define megastar. Okay, so how do we define? So let's go J Hill because he's the most opinionated. So how do you define a urban megastar? Excuse me, a black megastar.
I just feel like relevancy is one. Of course.
Okay. So how is somebody relevant? They gotta have something going on right now, or within the last
previously.
year.
Yeah, or previously, or something that people are checking for. It ain't about like what you've done lately, but what you done for me is what you done for me lately. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like that's definitely a major point to look at.
So how close is lately? So like The Rock just dropped the movie Hobbs and Shaw like 3 months ago, bro.
Are we checking for it though? Is
I mean,
everybody saying I got
he
it?
sold a shitload of. A lot of people wait to the movies. Like,
I mean, I definitely would say The Rock.
I'm a buy it when it come out on streaming, but
I'll give him The Rock that. I'll give him that respect.
okay.
But I feel like a lot of our megastars taken away from themselves because they talk too much. Like for me, for example.
So
I think
you need
Nicki Minaj-
mystery?
Nah, I just think, like, I think Beyonce.
You would think she would be an urban megastar?
She was if she ain't talk so much.
Who, Nicki?
Yeah.
You think she's a megastar?
Yeah, Nicki Minaj, hell yeah. She created like a whole different, not genre of hip hop, but she created a whole movement, like the bars, like just all that. Like, yeah, it was around before. Like that's not taken away from the Lil' Kims, you know what I'm saying? Foxy, we
So
not gonna
if
disrespect them, but at the same time, she definitely was a megastar.
With that definition,
Okay.
you saying Beyonce is a megastar?
I think Beyonce is definitely a megastar, but I compared them to what I was going with it was saying like megastars talk too much, so they take away from them.
Okay,
So
so
Beyonce,
hold on before we get into names. I want to
go
go
ahead.
back to defining. So current stuff he was saying, and then mystery. Now what were you about to say?
I was about to say, in this day and age right now, I don't feel like we have actual mega stars because the internet oversaturates everything, and it's so many genres of people and entertainment and things that people are into. Who are we to say that that person isn't as popping to that whole demographic over there, and they have that whole movement over in UK or over in this area that we just don't know about, but is impacting the masses?
Okay, so so what you're saying is that a true megastar is ubiquitously liked across every cultural.
Yeah, I feel like it's
place,
so
like-
many mega stars, we can't even define it as, oh, just this person makes or that person, because the internet allows you to be whatever the hell you want to be, and I think
Right.
the market is oversaturated full of influencers.
I feel like if I'm saying urban megastars, I'm thinking like black culture. So like I feel like we
got so
have.
many socialites now, and all these internet
What are they?
people,
But can we really say they megastars though?
not to me, but to a group or audience of people.
They might feel like they are. All right.
Everything. It's like YouTubers that are legit fucking popping. I may know who they are, but someone's like, oh, you don't know who that person? I'm just like,
But
no.
that means they a star. That don't necessarily like
That don't make him a megastar. That makes him somewhat famous.
Beyonce and like Nicki
right.
Minaj.
Like PewDiePie is hands down the biggest YouTube star on the planet, and you be like, who the fuck is PewDiePie?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a fucking white dude that was been on YouTube for like 15 years now.
Make him a megastar?
Well, he's got like 100 million subscribers on
So
YouTube.
why wouldn't he be a megastar?
Well, 'cause first of all, he's not black. But the other component is you don't know who he is. But PewDiePie know who Beyonce is, and you know who Beyonce is. We all know who
The
she is.
megastar, the world knows.
Right, the world gotta know who they are. Like, you can't tell me that everybody in the world don't know The Rock.
Okay.
They may not like The Rock,
Yeah.
but you know who The Rock is. Like,
Cardi
Snoop
B's a
Dogg.
megastar.
Right, my dad and my mom know who The Rock are.
Okay.
Period.
See,
They don't know who Young Dolph is.
See,
Yeah.
to me, so it kind of goes
I think
along
your pops
with
do.
what Raven said a little bit. Like, I think it can be overused, but I don't think we should. I think that, like, a lot of the names that we was throwing out here, I think they're celebrities, but I don't think they're megastars. In my opinion, a megastar is somebody that they've reached a level where, first of all, they ain't going broke. At least if they would have to do a whole lot of wild shit to go broke.
Facts.
And two, the impact that they're making on the culture and like meaning money, meaning what they're putting into the black people, black dollar. So to me, people like Beyonce, she's able to run Coachella. She's able to bring black culture to Coachella. That's a megastar. Yeah. People like it's not many to me nowadays, but you have to go back to like people like let's say like, I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to, it's not that many. But I'm thinking icons. I'm thinking that group of people. Those icons. I mean, I hate to say this because everybody, like, it's so much controversy, but, like, I'm thinking Michael Jackson. I'm thinking people that had real
What's wrong with saying Michael Jackson?
Because you know how people feeling about Michael. I don't feel no type of way about him.
First of all,
but I'm just saying.
At the end of the day, he didn't do it, but if he did, he was fucking white kids. See? As long as he ain't touched black kids, it's all good.
Wow. There goes 10 more followers going.
I'm back.
But yeah, I base it off of impact, really.
Okay.
So I think like where I was going with it, like far as Beyonce and Nicki Minaj, I feel like Nicki Minaj is definitely like a legend. I say she's a megastar because you gotta think what Young Money did. Well, what those three that trio did, right? The thing about it is, I think Drake is a megastar because he still has that. Like, you don't know that mystery tone.
Right.
Like Beyonce as well. Like, she has that. She don't do every interview. She's not talking about every single thing. Like, even like Jay-Z, he's getting so much scrutiny because he even opened his mouth. He had the press conference. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying.
They're like elite.
They're not speaking.
Right.
They're not.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
you can't just access them.
Right. So Beyonce, you're not. People are making allegations, but you don't know what's going on.
So when
like with Nicki Minaj, she's speaking, she's showing her emotions, and it's kind of like take away from her megastar Will Smith, right?
See what I'm saying?
I say Will Smith is a megastar because what he was able to do, I feel like that was our first time really seeing that. What he was able to do with social media, after being so late, that was in itself special. You know what I'm saying? So like, I definitely think Will Smith. I wouldn't say his son, but I definitely think his son is a star.
I think he's a star.
Started in this movement that she did with the Red
Red Table Talk is phenomenal.
I definitely feel like she's a megastar.
So when I think of a megastar, I think of a person that I'm going to think about, or even generations to come, 30, 40, 50 years from now, that I can look back and say, oh yeah, I remember him. Like, even though we talking about black megastars, Elvis Presley is a megastar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the Temptations, megastars. You know what I'm saying? So if I sit here and 50 years from now, am I going to be thinking about Beyonce, Drake, or Lil Wayne? You know what I'm saying? You think so?
Beyonce, music.
What Lil Wayne, Drake, and Nicki Minaj did, just those three together, people are comparing this
music game. You couldn't listen to the radio without hearing one of them on it.
People are comparing them to.
You still don't.
What you would say.
You can put it on. You still hear it.
NWA. People are comparing them to even like the whole West Coast movement with Tupac, Dre. Like,
Beyonce is like Diana Ross, honestly. She's like that. She's like.
Can Diana Ross be Diana Ross? Is she not dead?
No, she is. But I'm saying, like, with Diana Ross, as an independent woman at her time, that's what I feel like Beyonce is.
Imagine if Chris Brown, you knew nothing about Chris Brown, and all he had was his body of music and the way his performances on stage.
So are you saying Beyonce?
I still feel like he's a megastar though.
Who, Chris Brown?
I don't know, because he's too
much drama.
Not even dry. He's too accessible.
I think he's forgot about in 30 years.
You know too much.
He's forgot about in 30 years.
You say he's which?
I think he's forgot about in 30.
I don't.
Negative. He will never be forgotten. I don't think.
I will say, in my opinion, I don't feel like people knowing too much about the person knocks them down, because we know shitloads about Will Smith. We know more about the Will family, the Smith family, than I've ever needed or wanted to know. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but also that's one of those, if you watch the TV shows,
right?
If you listen to the music and the TV, he tells you his life story and all of them.
You just become more accessible. You just seem more accessible, and when you are not, it doesn't make you any better, but it just makes you a different. It just puts you in a different. I have a mystery. It's a mystery.
Right,
about
and
you.
another thing,
Oprah is definitely megastar.
of course,
That's a fact.
She's a mystery.
Right, but another
You
thing,
don't know
like,
what the
another
hell
thing
she
that
got
comes
going
with,
on.
At all.
they say like, you know how some people want to just explain themselves all the time, but sometimes it's best to not say nothing because you leave it up for the people to think.
Right.
And then
So you'll always
when you open your mouth, then you give people opinions. You give people the right of way to make an opinion about you. But when you don't open your mouth, that's why I think that mystery means so much, because it's like people want to speculate, but they really don't know.
Right.
Once you open your mouth, it's like, yeah, he did this because of that. It's like,
That's why I'm not gonna lie. I cannot stand, and I love her music, but I cannot stand Cardi B. Every single time somebody say something, she got a comment. I don't know if y'all seen this video, but these little boys was making fun of her. And don't get me wrong, it was ridiculous. It was these little white boys basically being like, "Oh, I got a fat butt, I'm a fat bitch," like saying all kinds of wild stuff they should have got their ass whipped for. But she commenting like, "I will come and fuck you up wherever you are." Girl, he's 8. Like, why do you have this much time? You have too much money.
That's way too much,
Yeah,
bro.
so it's like it takes away. Like she's just not. She can never reach that level.
That takes
to me
away from
anymore
that
because,
level. You could be a megastar, but that takes
but
away
you just
from.
too much.
But she ain't been
Too much.
famous that long.
She been famous 2 years. 2 motherfucking years.
Yeah.
But she's huge for somebody that's in the game for 2 years.
Yeah.
So can we say that she is or not a megastar?
So she's not.
She's definitely a working.
She's working on it.
Yeah.
Process or progress
Progress,
of
yeah.
becoming a megastar. Because like, do longevity or how long you're in the game? Does that?
or can you be a megastar?
Unfortunately, no. You can overnight become a household name on some crazy shit. I mean, that's just my opinion.
And we're talking about momentarily. If you can be a megastar for a certain amount of time, there's a few. Like Lil Nas X was a megastar for.
I don't think he's a megastar.
No.
No, my dad actually just said something, literally said, "Do you know a kid like No Nas X?" I was like, fuck. I'm like, goddamn. You officially made it in my family's household.
We're talking momentarily. Like, we're talking, he was a megastar at one point. Because Old Town Road, we can all agree,
is a huge record.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, that's why I said I think if we do that, then you opening the door for anybody to be a megastar, like we were saying. Yeah. So I think longevity gotta be a.
Okay, so how many years?
What do you?
How many years?
What do you think? Years or albums makes longevity?
Nah, nigga.
Not even albums.
Because somebody been to drop 8 albums in 2 years.
Dropping albums, and guess what? She's a star.
Right.
She's a megastar.
She's a super megastar.
Like Ellen is a megastar.
Ellen is definitely a megastar. For white people, she is.
But years of she's been years of her show, like years of doing stuff. But like think of like even like Mary J. Blige, like was she a megastar when she first started, or is it because we didn't see Mary from the way back Mary to like now, and it's like
that's a really good question. I'm not exactly sure at which point we went from that's married to shit, Mary God type. You know what I'm saying?
But she's married though. Like,
I don't think Mary J. Blige is a megastar. Like I don't think.
But it's an audience of people.
Actress, super great musician,
she's a great musician.
Legend.
Let's not get into. She's a legend.
Her little crazy
Let's not get
dance.
into that. But I don't think she's a megastar.
Wow.
Okay, so what is missing from her to make her a megastar? What do we have to go? What do we need to call her publicist and tell them to do so she'll become a megastar?
I don't think it's nothing you can do.
Is it like impact? You don't think it's like what you really do? Because it's like she been around, but it's like what have she
done for the community?
Yeah, what big has she done? You know,
like
what kind of grand thing has
she went on tour with Nas.
That's crazy.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
So, my question: do y'all think Diddy is a megastar?
Fuck yeah, nigga.
Yeah, no question.
You don't think so?
He's breaking all type of culture barriers.
Like,
pushing the culture forward.
Jamie Foxx, megastar. You know what I'm saying?
Jamie Foxx is definitely a megastar.
Jamie Foxx, megastar.
The films, the comedy, the singing, all of that shit.
Now let me ask you this:
all of that.
What about Dr. Dre?
Yes.
I don't think these people are megastars.
You don't think Dr. Dre is a megastar?
I'm thinking of both generations. Well, not even just both. It's not just two generations.
So which generation? All right. So how far back
Dr. Dre did shit for our generation?
For y'all. All right. So
but then he gave y'all Kendrick
and Beats
by Dre.
What? He came to my sister's wedding. And we was in Cali, and all of us was like, my best friend Tati was like, "Great, Dr. Dre is over there." Like, Dr. Dre is like.
I would have literally pissed myself.
A high school kid is a high school kid giving that same reaction though.
Cause they don't know no better.
But that's what I'm saying. When you talk megastar, they're gonna know better. That's what I'm thinking. Like,
really, yo? You feel like little middle school, high school kids wouldn't know Dr. Dre?
I don't think so.
I agree that they wouldn't be as connected to him.
They probably,
but,
if you told them who it was, they'd be like, oh, that's the guy to make the Dre beats. I don't think they would know who he is though.
But all of them got beats by Dre.
But they all got.
Of course, but I don't think they would know who
They will be able to connect the two
I
together.
guess that's how you'll be able to say like, oh, you know, the Beats earphones, he made those, and they be like, oh, that was.
Yeah, because that would be like saying the little kids don't know Quincy Jones, but we gonna say Quincy Jones not a megastar, nigga. Like,
or like Marvin Gaye, like
Yeah.
right. Even though he passed away, he's still.
It's their music is still around type of thing, but it's like they might not know. Yeah,
So I would say Frankie Beverly.
Is
Because
Frankie Beverly is a megastar over Dr. Dre, nigga. I know some grown 20-somethings that don't know who the fuck Frankie. She left the room because she don't know who Frankie Beverly is. She wanna know who the fuck that was.
We still doing the dance. We still singing like. When you talk about.
Yeah. The song is transcendent. But in this case, the song is bigger than him.
But see, then
Because that was 20 years of my life. I didn't know who the fuck sang that song.
I only said that because like when you say all right, that's the guy to make the Dre beats. It's gonna resonate. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, that's the guy to make the Dre beats. Same with Frankie Beverly. That's the guy that made the song. They're gonna be like, oh. You know what I'm saying? That's the only
right.
That point.
So then,
but that song isn't as cool as the headphones.
So then, Mark,
it's definitely necessary at every barbecue, but it's just not
as the headphones at this point because Beyonce redid it.
The Beats by Dre headphones changed how we looked at technology, music, and the connection between the two.
Absolutely,
bro. Honestly, Beats.
There was never niggas charging $150, $200 for fucking headphones before that bullshit came along.
We were really doing the wireless thing, honestly.
That's
it wasn't
true.
a lot of that.
And I will say that's fair because one is not that good.
No, it's not.
And if you like really get into the industry, you'll hear more people that deal with electronics and sound system. It's not good at all.
No, it's not good.
So like the fact that they can't charge that much and it's not that good shows how much of an impact they had on the culture.
Fact.
So because that means a lot.
So
so then how can you say that Dr. Dre is not a megastar?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying because I don't think the young kids can see him and be like, that's Dr. Dre. I would question it. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying.
But then they'll just watch Straight Outta Compton, and then you'll learn more about him. Then realize, oh, that's that guy.
Or the other.
When I'm thinking about megastar, I'm thinking about instant recognition.
Defiant ones?
Did you see the
the Michelet thing that was on? What the fuck channel was that on? I can't remember. Because she had a kid with Dr. Dre and Suge Knight.
That was the real.
There was some loose booty out there. When y'all ladies want to understand what loose booty is, Michelet is that.
She made the opposite version of.
Oh yeah.
Why do you plan for us to lose subscribers every week?
If somebody unsubscribes from this channel, if you unsubscribe over Michelet,
they didn't already unsubscribe.
In the first place, yo.
They done logged out and everything.
But let's not get it fucked. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying that would be just a question like, are you a megastar if the young ones can't relate to you as well? Or if they cannot relate,
they recognize you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You said Frankie Beverly. That means you would say.
No, I only said that because she said he's a megastar because.
So think about this. Do you think that if I showed my niece a picture of Martin Luther King or a picture of Malcolm X, that she wouldn't know who they are? But if I was to talk about it, like, you know, the I Have a Dream speech, or talk about, you know, the man who fought for people, blacks and whites to be able to be together, don't you think she would start to know who I'm talking about? But she wouldn't be able to point out Martin Luther King out of the picture.
Again, I'm not saying that's not necessarily. I'm just saying that's a question that I would raise. Like, is this like what you call a megastar because of this?
Now, some of these children shouldn't know. Like, if I got a child and that child is 11 years old, they don't need to know who Dr. Dre is, and they should not know nothing about him because he's got a potty mouth, my nigga. He's got a potty mouth. The only person cursing around my kids is me.
I mean,
he's also a businessman.
Yeah, but come on, like, what you want to be playing fucking doggy style and chronic in the house with the baby? You know what I'm saying?
Would be considered a megastar.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's you can drop. He dropped a Christian album, got a Grammy for it, and then dropped a gangsta album the same year.
Kanye West, megastar.
Agree. Eddie Murphy. Megastar. Motherfucking megastar. Now, let me ask this question. Is J. Cole a megastar?
No.
Whoa, that's fucked up. All right, so it's Kendrick.
I love him too.
I agree with you.
That's why he's so dope.
Yeah.
All his fans recognize, like, no, he's not the biggest star, but that's why he's lit.
Yeah, right. So
that's why he's lit.
What about Kendrick? Is Kendrick?
No.
Okay.
What
who
about
else?
So can I ask a question?
Is Drake?
50 Cent definitely megastar.
I think 50 Cent is.
Artists now having producer shows and then set like.
But your accolades, it's people that do great things that don't nobody know. Like
he's known to be a troll. Everyone knows about 50 Cent. The young generation,
Oh,
the
50.
new generation.
Once again, my mom and my dad who know
So
who 50
based on
Cent
that, would you say Plies is a megastar?
is. No.
Hell no.
Because he does the same thing.
He's definitely
Yes, but it doesn't transcend on a commercial level. He's not on television, TMZ,
Right,
regular
so-
news.
So speaking of that, that's what I was gonna say because you put J. Cole and Kendrick back and forth.
Right.
So do you think that posing another question? Is it their message the reason why they're not going to make this mega star type of thing? Because they black, they on their black power, black
Facts.
message type thing right now.
Right.
So is that what's keeping them from kind of crossing over, or kind of being able to be on all?
I think maybe they don't want it.
I think that's what it is.
I think they don't want it.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. I
They
feel
want to
like-
stay to the little group that they appeal to and just stay there.
Right.
Keep feeding the people.
But you low key can
Yeah.
like so. It's debatable though because J. Cole, I've seen like J. Cole has a huge family. He's one of the only few artists that can drop an album with no features and still go gold and still have the number one album.
We get it, Dreamville fan. We got it, yo.
I'm
We
just saying
got it.
he's one of
He's
the only
dope.
people.
He's that.
Oh, you
nigga.
one of them?
We get it. Yeah, he's definitely
You
one of them, yo. He one of them niggas. Yeah.
I mean, I
we
like
get
J.
it.
Cole.
We get it. We get
J.
it.
Cole too, but three
No,
albums
no.
and just hearing him.
Yeah, it's just not.
Gets a little.
I'm
No,
telling you,
that's a
I'm
fact.
depressed at this point.
No, that's a fact.
And I used to love like.
But he'll jump on somebody else shit and kill it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But won't let somebody.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
know.
different story.
Don't get upset. All right, so is Nas a megastar? I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna go no.
I feel like he's a big, huge star in hip hop, but in the outside world,
I'll
outside
say in
of
a
hip-hop,
black community.
And I think as a megastar, you gotta
That's
also
about it.
have,
Transcend.
like, some type of uniqueness. You gotta have a uniqueness personality. Like it gotta be something. Granted, Nas is like
I mean, Nas-
cool hip hop
genius.
genius.
Correct.
I get it, but he's still not.
But why are we
like,
calling him a hip hop genius though?
Because he is, nigga.
Oh, why?
Three
He's a
classic
great
albums,
He's a great
and he took down Jay-Z at his height.
Fourth
Yeah,
one
classic.
hip hop.
Three classic albums and took Jay-Z down and was two.
Hip hop genius.
He's
Yo.
a great lyricist. If people do like
He's a great
break down-
lyricist.
See, you only making that face because you never really listened to the albums.
I wouldn't. No, I did. I have listened to his albums.
In passing,
But that
you wasn't
makes it
listening. You gotta listen.
But if I gotta listen that hard, then maybe it just ain't that good.
See, the only thing is,
So you're not a Nas
I don't
fan.
think
No,
it's
I
fair
am
for
a-
us to say they're not a megastar because
we wasn't
we wasn't around.
in that run
Like
of-
think about
but-
the movies now that we watched that are about Nas
Well,
and
hold
how
up.
much they
No.
like. You
That's
like
relevant.
he was
TK.
beginning
No,
to hit
no.
hop,
I feel what
like,
you're saying,
you know what
TK.
I'm saying?
You're right.
It
No,
was-
I was
it
not.
made me fuck
I
with
was
him
there
more.
though, but I was
No,
there,
no,
TK.
no, no,
And
no.
I'm still saying he not.
Hold on.
So, I was there, and I tell you, he ain't.
That's relevant.
I'm saying he's definitely a star. He's a big star, but he's not a mega. Like he's not the kind of like. He's not gonna walk
He
in
didn't
there.
reach his peak. I
Yeah.
feel like he haven't reached his peak.
Do y'all remember I Know I Can?
Yes.
That was the first type of thing like that. That was the first
That's a fact.
kids
That's a fact.
with a rapper.
Yeah.
That was like
You
literally
sure it
like
wasn't R. Kelly, I believe I could fly.
Ooh.
Wow.
no.
Actually, it wasn't.
But he's definitely a megastar.
It wasn't.
You know?
It might
It
have
was
been.
Jay-Z.
hip-hop?
It might have been
Jay-Z
somewhere.
did- Okay.
The Hard Knock Life.
Okay, so that was okay. Correct me.
Not like
Well, he was
Because
in that
the one Nas did came out in the 2000s. Jay-Z did that shit in the 90s.
All I'm
Okay,
saying
well-
is the difference between like
It was
even, like,
98.
I feel like that was impactful. I
It was.
feel like
It was.
Our time, that was something that we hadn't been seeing, and it was just it was a movement at the time. So Nas was a big deal at the time. And then thinking about what he did for hip hop, like I feel like to not
What
say
did he
he's a
do?
megastar.
What did he
and
do?
he got
No,
that
we're not
money.
doing this. We're
So
not
hold on,
doing this. We're not doing
hold on.
this.
You a Nas mega fan?
saying statements, but with no backup.
I don't know because it sound like it.
No, I'm really not even that big of a
But what
hip
did he
hop
do?
type of person.
We're not doing that. I gotta move on.
right.
Y'all keep going. Go ahead.
My bad.
No, you good.
I'm just saying that's money. We forgot to add that if you got that money, that could make you a megastar.
That's actually a point. Right.
Like he got that money, so he up there.
Wait, who got that money?
Jeff Bezos is literally the richest billionaire in the country, and a lot of people don't know who the fuck he is.
His dad?
Amazon.
You don't know who Jeff? Thank you. The owner of Amazon.
Amazon.
Jeff
yeah.
Bezos. He's worth like, well, half now because he just got a divorce.
But
So she just
Amazon
took half.
itself is megastarish. It don't have to be him.
Yeah,
It's
that's not the
brand.
point. Yeah, it's not. That
The
doesn't help.
brand itself.
Why
The
doesn't it?
brand is bigger than the person, so he's not a megastar. He's not a megastar. But all right.
Amazon's a megastar.
That's what I'm
Yes,
saying.
agreed. The brand
Amazon
is a
itself,
megastar.
that's
He's
like,
not.
Under Armour itself would
Correct.
be a mega.
Exactly.
But who the hell?
So let me.
No.
Can somebody lose?
Merlin.
Can somebody lose their superstardom? That's the question
Yeah, I
now.
think if you talk too much, you lose your
I don't agree with that.
think so
I don't agree with
either,
that. Because you know when to disprove that, Kanye did all that talking last year, ran his mouth, fucked up all type of shit.
The whole preacher.
Nigga, he's selling
I still
socks
gotta
for $100,
treat the whole
my nigga,
church
and
now.
getting it off.
But I feel like it still, but hold up, it still took some people away from liking him.
But it didn't stop him from being a megastar.
That is,
Like Nicki
he
Minaj,
is right.
Maybe I'm looking at Nicki Minaj. 'Cause I feel
No,
like
she just does too much, period. But you need to be transparent and need to be able to share a certain amount of things to get
Right.
your core.
She ain't
But hold on, hold. First of all, Kanye's got more albums. He's been in the game longer. He's had more of a cultural. Kanye has had a cultural impact that has affected an entire generation. Nicki Minaj has affected young girls in a certain way, but I don't feel like it was as.
But I
deep.
feel like her attitude has taken away from how impactful she was.
I agree.
See,
That's
the
what I'm
thing is,
saying.
I think if you get to a certain level, then you can't lose it. Like think about like Whitney
Right.
Houston for real.
Perfect.
Like nobody. I mean,
Whitney definitely makes
people talk about her, but nobody really cared that she was a crackhead. Like we still
Martin
love
Luther
Whitney.
Yo, she just threw out on the bunch.
I mean, Martin Luther King. He has a great impact. He was a cheater.
Yeah, he cheated on his whole
That don't
wife.
mean shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
that's a lie.
That's what I'm
Jay-Z
saying.
cheated.
But that's what we saying. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, once you
Sorry, ho.
once you reach
Sorry.
a
That's what
like a
she's saying.
certain
Once you-
level, we kind of just forgive you for certain like fucking OJ and shit.
You changed black people's lives, yo. You can
OJ
cheat.
is definitely mega.
OJ
But
is
that's
a
what,
megastar, and we
I
know
agree
what
with
he
that. That's what
did,
she's saying.
but
She's saying once you hit that level,
Fact.
Yeah,
it's
right,
like-
right.
it ain't shit you
you
can
can't
do.
be
I'm
canceled.
here.
Yeah, you here. Like we gotta accept what
That
you
was a
did.
perfect example. The OJ was
I
the
don't
perfect
know.
example. Like you can kill somebody.
Kelly
and still
did.
Everybody see.
R. Kelly is mega.
That's mega.
R. Kelly is
yeah,
definitely a megastar.
Yeah, but he's
no,
starting to
but
lose
no,
behind
no,
all
some
this
bitches
shit.
and we don't care.
Nah, that's
People
what.
are
That's
still
what.
gonna know
I still.
Whether
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
because
yeah.
or whatever,
You
they're
know,
gonna know.
people are challenging the fucked up shit he did, which kind of like Donald Trump. Everybody know what he
Donald
did was
Trump's
bad.
megastar.
Everybody know what he did was wrong. But the fact that he had such a great impact, people are like, you know what? I'm still gonna listen to his music because his music is separate from the person. That's how big
I've
he
been
is.
saying that for
Like,
years.
that's how-
Like it's hard to. I'm not gonna lie. It is hard to skip R. Kelly songs in my playlist.
But
Like I'm like,
that
damn,
shows
I'm
a
so
lot
mad.
about what he
All right,
did.
let me ask you.
Exactly.
Let
I
me
got
ask you
mad R.
this.
Kelly in my playlist.
Suge Knight
Come
is
at
a
me,
mega.
bro.
It's Suge Knight.
I'll
Suge
take
Knight
it
is
down.
a
Fuck
mega.
that.
A mega killer.
Mega.
Nah. Let me ask you this.
No, wait, R. Kelly
Because
is fucked up.
this is one I'm gonna say this is a
That's some
megastar.
sick nigga shit. That's not.
Bill Cosby.
He's a
Oh
mega.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Bill Cosby
That-
mega.
Big mega.
Even though they took his star,
Who
He
cares?
still got the
they
stuff.
took all his
I'm about to say.
whatever the
They
accommodations and
And
stuff.
he didn't bow down. He's still saying, I don't care what y'all. I didn't do that shit. He in jail. Old can't see.
He ain't
can't
do shit,
nothing.
bro.
And he said, I didn't do nothing.
He ain't do shit.
But didn't he admit to it?
No.
No.
I thought he admitted to
He
one
ain't
of
do
them.
shit, bro. He ain't do
I
shit.
didn't do none of
The
that.
women wanted.
They wanted that fucking
They
pudding
wanted-
pop. They wanted that Jello pudding pop.
But then
Okay, y'all. I don't think that.
I'm gonna say.
wanted them
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna say this.
They wanted that money.
And I know we catch some hate mail behind this,
Okay.
Oh shit.
but I seen some of them pictures of them women. They was lucky.
Hey, yo.
I'm saying they was
What I will say
lucky.
is, a lot of times it's fucked up, but like you have fun at a young age, and then it comes back to bite you on the ass, and it's
Yeah.
crazy because these
Hold
girls
on.
might have.
Let me tell you, Bill Cosby was old when we was young.
They was.
That's what I was gonna say.
Or they
At
come
the
back
time,
like
that drug was a party drug.
Right.
That was like if somebody like weed nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's like so it maybe to us it sounds crazy like damn he was putting that in their drinks, but like that's what they was
That's all
taking.
they know is
That's what they was going to the parties for. Like some of them were. I'm not saying he should have taken advantage of any of them if that's what happened,
Mm-hmm.
but. Like it's a lot of people that you go into situations and you kind of like you gotta
And if he
drinking
wasn't
stuff.
Bill Cosby, he probably would have never got those like. The girls probably would have never came out and said that if he wasn't who he was, that big of a star as he was.
That's a fact.
They would have never. Like,
They would have came at him the way they came at him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So let me ask this last question, and then we gonna move on to One's Gotta Go, cause we already getting to the time.
CK gotta go.
I'm trying to keep this. I'm trying to get you out of here in a little bit.
It's
One
okay.
gotta go. Really.
All right. We gonna definitely do One that Gotta Go. But not,
It's okay, I'm
all
good.
right. So, who's on the Mount Rushmore? I need the top 10 all-time biggest urban megastars
10?
of all time. Top 10 megastars. The top 10
All time?
All time, baby.
Bill Cosby got to be on there.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yowzers.
When you say black,
I'm not even mad at you.
going-
Yes.
Because you think Bill Cosby,
I'm not
he
mad at you,
influenced. Bill Cosby influenced a lot of people our age.
Like I'm going Marcus Garvey.
Marcus Garvey,
I'm
you
going,
better-
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going straight to that.
I'm not
because
playing.
without them,
Nah,
who is bigger than
Right.
Martin Luther
What
King?
industry we
Nah,
talking?
nigga, we
Right, you said black. You ain't say
We said entertainment, nigga. We ain't say.
I'm about to say, you said black.
Those people did some
Obama
shit.
bigger than that.
Obama, yeah, exactly.
Obama out here killing it, bro.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, when you said top.
What is you talking about?
The whole topic was urban
I
entertainers.
understand. I just heard black megastar top 10 all time.
So at
Whoever considered Martin Luther King a megastar? Like, what the fuck is you? Like, he was at the Grammys and shit, chilling with his wife.
You
Like,
need to consider him as a megastar and shit.
yo, Ray Charles, you owe me 20, nigga. Let me, if I see you, I'ma slap you. Like, what the fuck is you talking about, yo?
Hey, you ain't see none of them flies, yo? When you gotta
So,
go check
we
this
gotta
shit.
check.
Only 10, right?
The top 10.
Michael Jackson
Greatest
is
of
number
all
one.
time. Fuck you.
Are you serious?
Don't you ever-
that's his default.
No order.
Oh, we definitely gonna put an order though. This is
I feel like
welcome to
the only
Aries
way we
Lounge.
can agree that they all go on. They go on. It's just be like.
No order.
We gonna do an order.
Okay.
No, we're not here to be politically correct, nigga. Fuck that. We're gonna make some people mad today.
Actually, Raven makes
Okay,
Raven makes a point
I was
though.
saying
We just
no
throw all the
order.
10 out and then we put them in order.
Agreed, but I was saying like, how would we agree that that person goes on? Like, we at least gotta like, you gotta
That's
be at
an
least
hour.
half
We-
of the
we
person
agree
goes
on it.
Half of the people gotta agree. Like, all right, they go on.
Charlamagne and Joe Budden took 2 hours just to do an end of the year conversation.
Yeah.
So how the fuck we gonna do?
Just stop asking questions and jump in.
Alright.
Can we all agree Michael Jackson deserves to be on the list?
Yes.
All right. So
One
who's
down.
next? Somebody.
Beyonce.
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 All right,
We get-
Beyonce.
Jeez, we didn't even go to James
Bill
Brown.
Cosby.
Okay, Bill Cosby.
James
Bill,
Brown.
We all agreeing on Bill Cosby?
Yeah.
Yes, so we got
Actually,
3.
James Brown too.
Hold on.
MJ, Beyonce, Bill Cosby.
Bill, MJ, Beyonce, Bill Cosby, and then he had.
James Brown.
Are we agreeing on James Brown? All time. Green.
Megastar?
No.
Star. No.
Oh,
No.
megastar.
All right,
No.
no. All right, next.
I'm gonna go Prince.
So
Prince, can we all
Okay,
agree?
I got
Urban
Prince.
Megastar?
Yeah.
Raven?
Yeah.
You co-signing Prince? Alrighty then.
Whitney Houston.
Okay.
Bob Marley.
Mind you, we only got
Hold up,
10,
hold up.
y'all.
Damn, nah,
Definitely Bob
He
Marley.
top five. He top
Definitely
five.
Bob Marley.
He's probably number 2.
So granted, we already 5 down, y'all.
Okay,
Did
so
we say-
is Whitney Houston on or not on the list?
On.
He gotta be.
Okay,
Then you put-
Whitney
It's
Houston.
whack.
And then you put Oprah on there too.
Yo, Oprah is definitely got to be
Then you
close to
put
one.
Absolutely.
We not
Jay-Z.
Ari on there?
Jay-Z.
Gotta.
No.
Yeah.
So next,
Jay-Z.
Wait, can the Will
The
and
Smith
Jada
family?
Smiths be one?
yeah, we'll just say the
That's
Smiths.
fine.
Yeah, we'll say the Smiths.
I don't think that they
Think about it. They was relevant for so long, and we had all these rumors about how their marriage was running. They never spoke about that shit until about
Ever.
a year or two.
Ever.
What I'm
Top
saying,
10?
top 10.
What? Yes, and even
The
still
Smiths?
right now in the culture right now, they went from acting, literally just being actors, different marriages, different mental illness.
So we gonna say Steve Harvey is
I
not
think
top 10?
Rihanna
No.
is a damn megastar.
She
What about Bernie Mac?
I can't have Jay-Z. You can't have
Jay-Z
Steve
could be
Harvey.
on that. What do you mean?
No, Jay-Z
Rihanna
can't be
is
on that.
Why
definitely
can't Jay-Z be?
megastar.
Wait,
They not-
whoa, Rihanna can't be on there, but Jay-Z can't?
I didn't say Rihanna was on
Who
that.
said Jay-Z can't be on there?
Who said Jay-Z can't?
I took
Nobody
Jay-Z
said that.
off.
Nobody.
Because you
He's
can only
on-
have 10.
Jay-Z is definitely on it.
We at
He's
10
on the
already?
same level as Bill Cosby.
Jay-Z got
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Take
Bob
James Brown
Marley.
off.
James Brown didn't make it.
Jay-Z gotta be on there. You're wild.
Brown.
Mega though, mega.
Jay-Z is making
Jay-Z.
change in all
He got Deuce, he got Ace of Spades.
No, he's a
NFL.
mogul and he's a billionaire.
Yeah,
but
but
does
He's a
that mean
mega star.
He's a mega star.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
he's
he's
a
definitely a
megastar.
megastar.
Yeah,
He's the
And
only
also,
ugly
he got that money.
rap nigga that now look good because he got that
Yo,
money.
wow.
He was one of the he did an album with
Excuse
Coldplay.
me.
He's a mega star.
Linkin
He's not
Park.
doing an album with Coldplay. He did it with
Linkin
Yeah,
Park.
Linkin Park, whatever.
See, that's how you know he's not a megastar. You don't
No,
even
I
know
just,
what the
no,
fuck
I
he
just
did.
don't know the white motherfuckers. So like,
Damn.
That's sad.
I just know that he did it with some white lit group.
I say that-
No, hell
No,
no.
he's not on mega.
Bernie Mac.
Yo, let me tell you something.
Oh,
Bernie Mac can go on the 10.
If Eddie Murphy not on there, Jay-Z is not on there.
See on your
dog.
personal shit.
I'm not on my
This is
personal
everybody.
shit, yo.
Jay-Z gotta be on there.
Bernie Mac.
Everybody knows
Bernie
Eddie
Mac.
Murphy. Not everybody
Yo,
knows
if Steve
Jay-Z.
Harvey can't be that Bernie
Bernie
Mac.
Mac is definitely not on the list.
Kim Kardashian's a megastar.
Kim
not black.
Kardashian is not black.
What y'all call her?
Kanye West.
She's a fucking
She
nigga.
got
Right.
black up in her every single
No, she's got plastic surgery up in her.
And
Talk
black
about.
She's
is
Armenian
Just when
or
she
something
gets,
like
yeah,
that.
she get piped.
Inside her
There's
body.
mad chicks that get piped down by black
Okay.
niggas. Kim, not
Yeah.
putting
This is true.
She's black.
Including her mom.
Her kids are black.
I want to say The Rock.
Kim is sparking change and
Top
it made her whole
10?
family pregnant by us. I mean, said pregnant. It made her whole family rich by her personal sex tape.
So what you
Let's
got?
say OG.
That's stardom.
What you got
Thank
so
you, Kim
What you got so
Kardashian.
That's
far?
stardom.
All right, let me go back. Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
Beyonce,
Yeah.
Bill Cosby,
Who said
Prince,
this? All right,
Bob Marley, Whitney Houston,
Yeah.
Oprah, and the Smiths.
We gonna put Bill Cosby in the same conversation as these people?
4,
What do
5,
you
6,
mean?
7, 8.
Who did your people grow up watching?
Nah.
Who did you grow up watching?
5,
The
6, 7,
Cosby.
8.
That's a fact.
I got 2 slots left.
And he's even at Disney
2
World.
slots left. Man, like, yo, I'm telling you, bro, like, there's certain people that are huge. Like, yo, Bill Cosby's huge.
Nah, the
Brianna,
Cosby-
Donald Trump
that's
is
what I'm saying,
coined the frame.
Yo,
They trying to be like the
I
Cosby.
really-
See,
nah,
comedians and
nah,
Cosby.
nah,
Nigga,
nah,
see,
nah,
like,
you got
he did one
Got
interview.
it. We don't need to go on. You got
I
it.
think
just saying, like-
Rihanna is
I think
a
Rihanna's a megastar.
Rihanna?
To put her in
No.
the top 10?
Yeah, I'm saying.
And
We-
they classify her as the most sexiest like in the world. And that was like a known thing.
That's because we've all seen her naked.
But also, it's a lot of them we see
She's
naked.
smart as hell. And
No,
she's
no, I
she
agree.
haven't pushed the album in how long, and she's killing
Raven,
it in the makeup.
I'm trying to sleep
And she
with
was
Rihanna
one of the
too.
first to
What about-
partner up
And she
with
has a
women that
lingerie
was,
situation.
What about
and
the
even
girl?
lingerie, the
The
fashion
girl, the
line
actor
too.
that everybody say like was no, she's not.
Yeah, because you don't know who it is.
No, everybody just say she look good. Like used to like compare people to her. And I forgot her name.
Oh,
That means she's not that mega.
Angelina Jolie.
Nah, not Angelina Jolie. She's black.
Nia Long?
She's had the short hair, not Nia Long. I forgot her name. She was acting as some Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Halle.
So we see her
Halle
name.
Berry.
She's a
She's a megastar, but she's not in the
She's
top
not top
10
10.
megastars. She's a megastar, not top 10.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing I'm saying. Rihanna. Rihanna is a megastar, but is she in the
Not
top
top.
10 of megastar, like of all time mega
She's been
megastars?
talking
I'm
for
even-
over
I'm-
10 years now.
I'm scratching my head.
That is a fact. So we can't say LL Cool J could be considered a megastar.
Yeah.
Especially with the
Nah.
lips. He made
Hard
the
as
licking
hell,
the lip thing
baby.
real popular.
Nah.
Even the fact that you know he be licking his lips, that's how you know he a
Nah.
megastar. TK's not saying anything.
Rock the
What, LL been doing it since the 80s.
Top 10 though?
What he doing right now?
Nah, he not-
Good names.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
NCI?
But if you bring up
And
LL,
what is it,
then you gotta go,
NCIs?
like NWA, like we said, you got it's hella people.
Megastar?
Top 10, yo.
He wouldn't be top 10.
Top 10.
I'm not doing nothing right now. to
Not
be
top
on
10.
He do
He on
television.
TV.
And he,
And he got something on Sirius.
He's an actor on television.
Yeah, he's got his own radio
he got his own radio station on
Steve
Sirius.
Harvey. Steve Harvey.
Nope.
He don't want him on the list. What's your
If Jay can't go, he can't go.
Yo, who
I said Jay can go.
I did.
Everybody said Jay can go.
No, that's fucked up, ain't it? You start your own radio show and invite me up there, then you can be right. So, you know what I'm
Steve
saying?
Harvey definitely gotta go.
Yo, once again, they are megastars, but on the top 10, Mount Rushmore,
They're
niggas?
still really
All right,
relevant. The
top
world
10.
is talking
That's
about
facts.
them.
That is facts.
Bob Marley.
I got him on there. So we got Michael Jackson, Beyonce. I gave y'all Beyonce. Come on. Michael
we might
Jackson,
not count
Beyonce,
Beyonce on
Bill
there.
Beyonce
Cosby,
can come out.
Prince.
Beyonce can come off.
Okay.
Top 10?
Because if Jay can't go on there, Beyonce.
I have to be able to get vagina after this. You don't care about getting pussy, but I'm not going to take Beyonce over here.
So you're gonna agree that Beyonce's top 10?
Yes, because I get laid. So I'm so
you,
she
dog.
paid, bro.
Bullshit, yo.
That's how she is a megastar. Like
Bob-
she can get you laid.
Bob Marley.
Bullshit.
Michael Jackson. Prince.
Beyond.
Yeah, they both on there.
We still
Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Bill Cosby, Prince, Bob Marley, Whitney Houston, Oprah, the Smiths.
We not artists.
As a clan of individuals. Damn.
What about wait? Stan Lee.
Obama.
No, he's not black.
He's not black.
What?
Obama.
Do we all agree?
Urban entertainment.
Does
But
the
that's
table?
entertainment.
Obama
That's
is
not
still
entertainment.
so
That's not-
relevant.
No, he dropped
He's not
books.
even out
That's
there
not
no
entertainment
more.
He
though.
got a podcast.
We talking about Martin Luther King.
That's what I said. If Rosa and Martin and
Yeah.
Malcolm came
Martin
on
Luther
the
King
list,
didn't have a
Obama
podcast.
can't go on the
But he's
list.
not entertainment.
That you know of.
They now got books and stuff. Him and Michelle.
Wait.
Yeah, but that means that Martin Luther King got books.
In the culture.
So what about
Yeah, but I think
Yeah,
I think we gotta
Martin Luther
keep
King.
it-
I mean, that's the case. Jesus got books too. I'm
yo.
just saying.
He didn't write no books. He didn't write no
We're
books.
not doing that.
I'm just saying.
I mean, he was definitely one of the greatest entertainers of all time. And shit, you know what I mean? But
Well, there go the rest of those subscribers. Thank y'all for tuning in.
what? Jesus put his finger in the shit, turned water into wine, nigga. Yo, he had one of the greatest last parties of all time. Yo, who knew? He the illest nigga. He knew he was dying and threw himself a going away
You know what,
party.
yo?
Yeah.
I ain't doing this with you.
Niggas have
I'm
written
not-
they made paintings about yo, like.
No.
Bro, he knew
Top
who
10.
was going to rob him and shit. Like, come on, bro.
I mean-
you know that's real.
Stephen A. Smith?
No,
Nope.
not even a megastar, bro.
wildin'.
He's a star. Would you stop with your grubbly? Get out of
He's
here,
a
dog.
not top 10, not 10.
Is Tyrese
Nah.
a megastar?
No, fuck out of here, boy.
Go, hold on. Go ahead and say it, yo. I know it's coming.
Oh, he's trying to slide Ludacris in there. That's why he put Tyrese.
he worked his way up to it. He worked his way up to it.
Ray Charles?
I wasn't even thinking.
I don't know. Would y'all go for Ray
Ludacris is
Charles?
actually not horrible.
No, he's not hard.
As what?
As a megastar, because he did change.
He's not top 10.
He had a big
He's not top 10.
He's not even top 20.
He's not top 10.
If Jay-Z can't be on that, Ludacris
Okay,
can't be
you're
on
right.
that.
Okay, see that's the problem. If we take
What about
people
Ray
like
Charles?
I don't know who said Jay-Z can't be on this list.
I did.
Yeah, we
Yeah, but you're outnumbered.
Anytime we make a movie for somebody, they gotta be like something.
That's a fact. But
Like-
no, I feel you though. That's cool. Y'all not thinking hard enough. I'm telling you,
That's what
man.
I'm sitting here like-
There's so many motherfucking great niggas out here.
Oprah?
You know what I'm saying?
You put her on there?
Yo,
She's
already
definitely
on there.
Oprah's definitely on there. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who else,
We
dog.
have a top 10.
We only got to add two more
These
people.
ain't. But the gap is so crazy because like Bob Marley, Oprah, Michael Jackson, Prince, and then you go to like even like Beyonce, low key. Like
Facts.
they ain't even like that.
Cardi B is a megastar.
She's not top 10.
Deserve to
is
be
Jill
on the
Scott.
Mount Rushmore.
So what you
Jill
saying
Scott is
is
not a
that it might
megastar.
not even be a top
I don't
10.
even think it's a 10 because like you think about Bob Marley and even Jay-Z, like that's a pretty big gap.
That is weird, bro. How did you just put them two together?
No, I'm saying that's a pretty good big gap.
How could they even be on the same?
You know what I'm
Less.
saying? Like I don't know.
You're right about that.
What he did for
That's weird.
like
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's a top 10, like, cause that's a real.
I would say
megastar.
Dr. Dre.
Definitely not.
Like
Top 10.
Down the top.
I don't know. I don't even know if we got top 10 though.
Yo,
Because
I'm
the gap is
saying,
gonna be so
Hey, I have a
big.
question.
if we have to, if there's nobody else we can think of,
Then
that
put
we can
Big
throw,
on there.
Biggie Smalls
Yes.
is the illest.
Tupac.
Yes. Put
See,
Big
no.
on there.
I feel like
Tupac, I could say, yeah.
There's an argument to be made about Pac.
Alright,
too.
You put Tupac
There's an
and
argument
Big on
not
there.
about
Biggie?
Pac.
That's what I was about to say. If you put Biggie and Pac, you can't put one without the other.
Yo,
gotta
let's
put both of
talk
them.
about personally on a personal level. Big is my favorite rapper of all time, but we talking about cultural impact, transitioning, movies.
And Big don't have cultural impact?
He never did.
Nah,
movies.
nah, nah.
Really, in, like
Like,
He did-
Tupac was the
it's
one.
a community on a whole
Yo, Big
different
died because of Pac. Pac wins.
And Pac died
Even
because
though
of
he died
Big.
first, because Pac kicked off the beef,
What
nigga.
about
There you
I'm
go.
just saying, even
not
still.
Bun B, but what's the other guy?
Pimp C?
Yeah, Pimp C.
Pimp C was the shit. I love Pimp C.
But I feel like you said more culture. It wasn't like Bob Marley.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't.
was for like that
For the South,
like
he
that
definitely
South.
represents something for the South.
But see, I'm gonna throw this
Agreed.
out there, and it's unfortunate. I think that if your life is cut short, we kind of can't
Yeah,
really
that's
put
a
you
fact,
On the list.
because we can't really
20
like,
you talking
because,
about 20 what?
honestly,
How-
because
20 what?
honestly, I thought
27?
about Aaliyah when we
Right,
talked
right,
about
right,
her, but it's like we couldn't really see what she could have done. We can
Facts.
speculate all
That's
that.
all day
Everybody
long.
be like, oh, she would have been better Beyonce.
Right,
We
right.
don't know.
Yeah, but that-
her life was cut
but
short.
that
And
Yeah, but if you
musical-
want to sit there and say that, but
She got a point though.
they were
the shit that
megastar
Pac
at
talked about is
moment.
still relevant today.
That
And
music
he
will
died
never
20
end.
years ago.
Aaliyah's music is still being sampled and used today.
But
It's
nah,
still-
but what he's saying is what he was talking about, like
Right.
it's
It's-
revolutionary shit. Like
Yeah.
That music never dies. Same with Big,
Yeah,
Pac.
yeah.
but Big
Bob Marley, that music never dies. So that's a
Compare
megastar.
Big to Pac in the revolutionary
Right.
stage because
And
like,
TK, you gotta remember, there's mad niggas that got nose rings now that was too scared to do it until
You
Pac
dragging it
died.
now.
So now that Pac did, mad niggas got nose rings.
Pac and Drake.
nah, not top 10.
I dare I say Drake
How dare you not say Drake?
made me have to.
On the top 10?
Drake is definitely.
Yeah.
Drake,
I'm-
Drake changed music.
See, I'm thinking about
I'm-
Insane strippers.
Drake changed.
yo,
Facts.
Drake.
That's a fact.
Facts.
Changed
Drake
how
will have to be
music
10.
was even
I'm
like
sorry.
acquired.
I'm not mad about that. I'm just saying he might be able to.
When I'm just thinking,
I mean, I would put Drake on there.
I'll put King Panther.
bro, when I'm thinking about this guy right here, and I don't even know probably 5 of his songs, but the fact that like I know the impact that he had on just
weed culture.
not even weed, just like
Everything. When you
the
talk
entire
everything.
West Indian
Yeah,
culture,
yeah.
like just
Yeah.
Charm, let me get a little bit of that.
So,
I just want
like,
to taste
I don't
this.
know.
Cause she said she was disgusting. I want to see how bad
I
it is.
drunk it though.
But I would say
No,
Drake
this
is,
is-
if Drake is on there,
He's
I just want to taste
Okay.
it.
Who?
He is number 10.
he's number 10.
You made
Who?
Drake number 10. No, and whole time now
This
he's
shit good.
Drake is 10.
now he's co-producing
That's
in
like-
that Euphoria show.
Oh yeah, nah, Euphoria. No, I thought that was that. That's just putting her.
Euphoria was on another level.
like
Drake's mind is on
I
another
like
level.
it.
You
I
can't
think it's
like
good.
his mind is on a whole other level.
And also
He's
his
definitely co-producing.
impact. He's also like he's doing real stuff with his money.
Yes.
Like he's
But we
doing
talking about,
real
we
stuff.
talking about,
We get it,
talking about
TK.
Oprah.
You like light skinned niggas.
Yo, what
I
you
love,
talking about,
I
Oprah?
love Drake. First of all, not
I
like skin
love
because
Drake.
like side note, just though he's not a megastar, he's nowhere near a megastar, but like I love the baby. I don't know no other.
Oversaturated.
I don't know. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I be really.
If he came in town, would your man give you a pass?
He would not.
All right.
He hate that I be like. He probably gonna be mad I even brought him up. But I'm telling you, like for real, I don't know a lot of these rappers. I cannot name all these like Blueface and NBAs and all these people. I have no idea who nobody
NBA,
is. But the baby, I know who the baby is. What do you mean?
You said NBA?
No, NBA. Isn't it NBA young
Yes.
boy?
Never broke again.
Anyway,
That's what it means. Never
there's
broke
so
again.
many rappers that don't make no sense right
conversation in
now.
itself.
Like
I couldn't have a girlfriend that like a star.
See, I think that's
What?
crazy.
I don't give a fuck.
Nigga, you about to be single for the rest of your life.
No,
yo.
I'm not.
Every
Yes,
woman
the
on
fuck
this
you
planet gets wet for some nigga they seen on a television screen on
Well,
movie
I'm telling
screen.
you,
I've been like that my
all
whole life. You know why? Because I just feel like I'm about to be right next to these niggas because I got so much faith in myself. I'm about to be. You know what I'm saying? So imagine a girl saying, "Oh my God, I love." Now I'm in the same room with him.
Yo,
But you gotta think.
Yo, what's it? Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Fuck all this. So, it's cool for her to like a regular nigga?
No man. Period. What are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
wait a minute. So if you get
Yo,
with
you
a
might as
chick,
well just cash
she
out
can't
right now
never
and
be
be
attracted
single.
to another nigga.
No, I never said that. She can't have like a starstruck.
Yo,
like,
just cash out and be single, yo.
See, let's be clear.
Well, I said what I said. I don't give a fuck.
So wait a minute, you trying to tell me that there's no woman star out there that you
No,
would be
not-
starstruck by?
nah.
So if Rihanna came floating in the room and a titty popped out, you wouldn't be like,
Yeah,
damn, my
Let's be
nigga.
clear. I'm not
I would.
starstruck because if I was to see him, I would be like, "Hey, what's up?" Like I want to
What
hear
you
him
just
rap, like,
said? Oh my
no,
God, the baby.
Okay, so
Oh,
you're saying
no, you better not say, "Oh my
I
God," to no
like
other
him.
nigga but me.
Okay.
The fuck, like, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit.
No, my niggas say the same shit. He
I'm not with that shit,
Like
boy.
anybody
Like, oh my
that
God,
I've dated,
dog.
they don't like Drake no more because of how much I love Drake.
Bruh.
But
Oh my God.
I feel like you should get over that because if I was to see him in person, I'm not hopping on him.
If
Like, I'm
I'm
not
telling
doing
you,
that. I'ma just be happy to see him.
That's
I'm
cool.
happy to see it.
Let me tell you.
I am gonna be like, "Hey,
Yo.
Drake."
Oh,
Jay Hill, let me tell you this, bro. And every woman I date for the rest of my life, anybody I ever dated, if I ever was in the same room with Sade, nigga, I'm the biggest bitch you ever gonna meet,
That's
nigga.
fine,
And I'm gonna try to suck her toenail.
That's fine.
I'm gonna
You
be
that
like
guy,
Drew
bro. I don't have no
like,
girl.
yo, you gonna have to give me a pass, bro. Like I got
no
it.
celebrity because I'm in the scene. I'm in the industry, so it's
I'm in the scene too. We both in the scene. Fuck that.
You look like an
You about to
Omarion fan.
Got an icebox where your heart used to be.
I'm like
nah, fuck that.
starstruck.
Oh my God.
So you wouldn't. So there's no.
I love Omarion growing up, but now it's like it's no one that I'm really into, and I feel like also because I've been learning a lot about these people from inside, so I'm learning different shit about them. That
These niggas
it's
right.
not
He
really-
gay?
Yeah, they all regular.
Yeah,
Everybody's. I mean, let's be real. We
like-
all regular.
My girl was saying,
We all
"Oh my God." Oh, you got what?
So y'all not giving a pass to your significant other if that person was.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What type of man are you?
You not giving a pass.
You gotta give him one
If
pass.
Rihanna
give
come
him
in
a
the
pass.
room, my chick she giving me a pass.
I'm getting a pass, bro.
She give me a
I'm getting a
pass.
pass for Sade,
I don't
bro.
want no pass. I'm not giving my girl no pass for no nigga.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna have to make it up later. I'm gonna tell her, look, Sade's
Look,
coming.
she
I
came
gotta
through.
lick her asshole. It's gotta go down, bro.
Wow.
and you better chase that same asshole.
I gotta do it.
Got
You come
bro.
back over here.
You
You
know
better
what I'm
come
saying?
back.
It's gotta happen.
Welcome back over here.
Yo, fuck that. Come on, yo. You gonna be bragging for the rest of your life. Let me tell you, my husband, she done ran that bitch Sade. She done licked that ass. I took him back, but you know what it is. Come on,
But
like.
honestly, if I was somewhere with my nigga and I was to see Drake or the baby, I would play it cool. I wouldn't do that because I know how mad he would be, so I wouldn't do it. But now I'm telling you,
Look, though.
if it's me and Drake,
It's about to be different. It's about to be
I'm not gonna
different.
act crazy, but I am gonna.
Yo, you about to break Raven arm off?
I'm breaking up with my girl. If I see that,
Breaking up with her all the
this
time.
podcast is we're done.
That's crazy.
Oh, shut up.
That's
over.
crazy. Well, then you will. Honestly, if you think that your girlfriend has no crush, she don't have no.
So
type
listen,
of,
let's get this straight. Let's
Here we
get
go.
one thing straight.
Here go the sensitive J Hill, boy. It's going down. Everybody strap
Actually, I'm gonna say it
in.
now.
What I'm
Here come that
saying is,
sucker
bro,
shit.
Yeah, right.
Yo,
This
it's not.
villain zone.
Let's get it fucked up. Let's not get it fucked up. It's okay for you to feel however you feel. As long as I don't find out about it, I don't
Oh
let nothing worry about it.
my
So
god.
y'all have never had that conversation?
You
I
suck.
told her. You think we did?
No, I'm saying y'all never
It
had
don't
that
sound like
conversation
it.
where,
So how did y'all
yo,
start
I'm
this?
attracted to
She
this
said it?
person. I'm attracted to
So
this
she
person.
like
what it was.
I told yo, she like so she's a huge Drake fan. I said, what you want to be with Drake? Like,
Hey, yo.
I hate
And what she say to you, right? She
like,
said
no,
yes,
that's like,
nigga.
no, she's like, no, that's like, I like him like
There's a lot.
relatable
Jay
type
Hill,
shit.
let me tell you some truth, yo. Let me give you a cold
Nah,
hard
but you ain't
truth.
say that about the baby.
Jay.
You want no relatable shit. It was like,
Jay, let me give you the cold hard truth.
relate.
If
I bet y'all can relate.
if you was in a room with Drake, because you know if she found out you was gonna be anywhere near this nigga, she gonna be there.
I'm
Number
gonna bring
one.
her first of all because I know that's her
If a
favorite
conversation happened off to the side and she give him the whole look, I got
artist.
the
It's a done.
jet.
It's a dub.
Yeah, you done. So stop whining about it.
I'm saying it's a dub for me.
Yes, I'm saying.
I'm letting her know it's a dub.
No.
You know what I'm telling
Let
you.
her catch that body. She coming back
What
with
if the bag come with it,
She
dog?
coming back with the bag.
Y'all can't be missing because like I don't play none of that shit.
I'm not saying none of that. I wouldn't even ask my nigga for a pass. Are you kidding me? That's
You
crazy.
taking
You
your
wouldn't
pass.
ask him
I
'cause
see
you
you
gonna
take
take
that.
it.
Now, but
Make
let's
sure the
be
mic is
clear,
there.
it would not be a pass in that case. I would be risking it all. I wouldn't be expecting him to take me
That's
back.
what makes it more
like, I'm
exciting.
not going back. I'm going to.
Right.
I'm going on with this.
Going She got a new life with the baby.
I get mad props for your man.
It's the baby and the girl.
Yeah, right. The baby and the TK. The TK.
You literally saying
People can say what no,
bro, I'm a man of my word.
First of all,
I'm gonna tell
Jay.
you what I mean. I mean what I say. I'm gonna say what I mean. So if I ever be like, listen,
How do we go this left field?
I don't know.
We are way left field.
I did not say that. I did not. First of all, I started it with saying I don't want to pass, and I'm not asking for a pass.
I'm risking it all.
No.
You did say that. You did say that.
If I wanted to do that, let me clear this up for my man, so I don't have any problems.
Oh, you already got problems. Problems here.
The fact that you brought it up in the first place.
Whatever.
Oh my God, the baby.
And that's
Like
gonna
I
be the problem. It's
like
like
I said,
all these other niggas, you picked the baby.
If I decided to be that type of girl,
Oh my God. Listen to the
like I said, if I decided to be that type of woman, I'm going for it all. This is what I'm going to do. I'm not worried about coming back. Can I have a pass? Can my nigga brag about me? That's some wild shit. Like,
Why is it?
no.
It should never be. That should never
No,
be in the
what they were saying is
conversation.
because y'all was saying I want to pass for Sade, I would want to pass for that. That's what
I don't
y'all
want
was
no
saying.
pass
I
for
want you to
nobody.
accept me back.
I'm
So
letting
that's
you
what
know
she's
that.
saying. If I was to act
Ain't
out
no
and do
if.
that,
I don't
I'm not
expect
looking to
you.
come back.
Look, I'm
Exactly.
telling you.
All right, so say if your man take you back,
Yo,
right?
one gotta go. Which one?
Is it the baby? Is it Drake? Which one gotta go? Yo, that's funny. That's funny. Yo, that shit is hilarious. I ain't even know y'all was gonna go that hard, yo. Yo, Jay Hill, man, like, yo, one day, bro. One day.
One day. No, it's not,
One
bro.
day. No, you gotta let your wife get a little sign.
Some dumb shit, bro.
Yo, it's not every day Drake gonna come and pipe your chick down, yo.
Yo.
I get shot because I'm
See,
a
that's-
fuck Drake.
I hate the fact that I'm kicking off the beef between Jay Hill and Drake.
I'm gonna be famous forever.
Shit,
I'm
man.
gonna smack shit out there.
Yo, Drake can't be stopped, yo.
Drake cannot be stopped. All right.
The only nigga that got him was a nigga in Degrassi.
Yeah, right.
That's fact.
That's some crazy
He still
shit.
ain't get him though, because Jimmy was more famous in the wheelchair. So
That's a fact.
he still ain't get him.
All right, so you know I gotta shut down Aries Lounge so we can move on to One's Gotta Go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. We know y'all had a great time because I had a fucking great time. This shit was hilarious.
Drake.
Yo, Drake. Yo,
The baby.
yo. So
If this shit ever blow up, right? The baby gonna drop a song talking about that, like, yeah, I'm the one that's causing problems in niggas' places.
He already said that in one of his lyrics. He be like,
And you
Chill. You about to make it worse for yourself.
You know what boy
hold up, I
watching
got the
that?
lyrics right in my phone. Like,
Same man at homeboy.
No, she got them all memorized.
She don't even know what she talking about right now. She delusional right now, my God.
tell them, hey Raven, tell them how they find you on social media.
Y'all can find me on Raven_Paris on IG or theRavenParis.com.
All right, Jay Hill, where can they find you?
Mr. J Hill, MR_JAYHILL.
Right, TK, tell them where they can find you.
You can find the sweetest voice
Hello.
as told by TK on all social media and TakiraBoston.com.
Word. All right. Who is
Besides
DJ
the baby.
Pill? Where they can find you?
Get the hell out of
Find me
here.
on Instagram, @DJ Pill.
Okay.
Yeah, hit the follow button, follow back.
Yeah. Will, where can they find you?
Instagram and all that will.
All right, and your boy JS, the number 1 THASUPPLIER. We'll check y'all next week. Don't forget, follow us on @Aries Lounge on all platforms. We love y'all. Yo, make sure y'all check out all of the old episodes of Love the Culture on VVCRadio.com. They still have the audio.
Oh, he's still making money from us.
I'm getting a couple clicks a month. I get a couple clicks.
I know- y'all know
Y'all
how
making
they
the
got it.
money. We'll talk about that another time. So we up out of here. We check
I
y'all
know
later.
this is showing off, but
Yeah,
we
go ahead.
gotta end it like how we end
Oh
it
shit!
for
Well,
old
shut
time's
I'm
sake.
shutting the fuck up.
For
Do
old
your
time's
thing.
sake.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
What?
It's the coach.
It's the coach.
It's
Oh
the
yeah. Oh
culture.
yeah. Yeah. All right.
You
I
can't
don't
do that.
remember. It didn't say it.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
remember. Oh, it's the coach.
Oh yeah. Come on. Let's go.
All right, now what? Now you kick it off.
I don't know how you kick it
Now you
off.
made it.
I thought you was like, yo, we already know how we get out of here.
Exactly.
You know it.
But y'all made it awkward. Like, yo, we got it. It was
made it
never
awkward.
We
Okay.
never did it like that.
Here
We
we
was just
go.
like, yo, y'all know how we get out of
Well,
here.
this how we rusty. We a little rusty.
All right,
It's okay. Here we go. So I'm gonna give us a countdown. We gonna do that?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. It's the culture. What the?
Jay was
You was supposed to have said it, and then we go into it.
See, this is
I'm the type of baby that's gonna fuck the babysitter.
Oh my god.
Say.
All right, go. All right, Jay, you got it. Here we go. No countdown. Go.
All right. Y'all know how we get out of here, man. It's the culture.
Wow.
You didn't even say it.
Hold on, we need to record this.
One more time.
I tell you what, you got a lot of
She
editing
worried
to do
about the
behind
baby.
Go ahead.
3 times a charm.
Now she's too worried about the baby.
That's what's on her mind right now.
No, it's not.
All right,
My baby, actually, that I'm going home to, and my man. Thank you.
Right, you see, I had to throw that out. My baby and my man. So she won't get in
Ain't that
trouble.
what he said in the song, in the album?
Crazy.
No. Anyway,
All right, for old time's sake, man, you already know Love the Culture Radio, how we get out of here. It's
it's the culture.
That was good.
It only took y'all 45 times to do it.
We get
You
it
know,
to
take number 10. You know, the shit only work when you rave camera on. That's all, yo. They don't matter.
One's gotta go.
Oh yeah, we doing it now.